Today, I'm gonna show you how to make this $200 coffee table for only $22.06 worth of wood. This project also cost me one hoodie and one pair of pants. You'll see what I mean by that a little later in the video, but stick to then, it's good. Enjoy. You're gonna need 3 1x4s and then 5 2x4s. Stop. Sorry, we messed up. You only need 4 2x4s and 2 1x4s, making this a $22.06 project, not whatever else I said. We've got these 2 left over and the coffee table is done. So only buy 4, you don't need this, we don't need these. Okay, back to the video, I'm sorry. So we're gonna start with our top. We're gonna cut 2 pieces off of all 3 of our 2x4s that are 40 inches long. So we're gonna end up with 6 pieces that are 40 inches long, and then we're gonna have 3 pieces that are like 16 inches long. Those are gonna be scraps, and you can put those aside for now. We've got our 6 2x4 pieces cut out. They're all at 40 inches. So now we're gonna take all 6 of our 2x4s over to the table saw, and we're gonna cut them down to 1.5 inches of thickness, and then it'll be 1.5 inches of width, and then of course 40 inches long. The reason we're doing 1.5 instead of like 1.75 is because the blade's gonna take a little bit off, and at the end, it's probably just gonna look a little bit better if it's a little bit thinner. So we're gonna cut all these down to 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches by 40 inches. Oh, we were so close. We kicked the circuit breaker like 2.5 inches away from being done, the 12th piece. That would happen, that's crazy. What are the odds of that? All right, let's go turn it on. All right, so we've got all 12 of our pieces cut out and laid out. Now what we're gonna do is glue them up like it's a big old pine cutting board. So go ahead and map it out the way you want it to look, and then flip everything to the side, put a bunch of glue on there, and then put all those pieces together, and then we're gonna clamp it, put some cawls on it, and let it sit for a few hours. So we've got this clamped up, but we don't have a ton of pressure on it yet. Before we put too much pressure, we're gonna use cawls, which is just a piece of wood that has some masking tape over it. This is just to help even out the workpiece. We're gonna clamp from the top to the bottom in 3 places here, and that's just gonna even it out a little bit more and get that whole thing a little bit more level. Of course, we'll go ahead and sand it down level afterwards, but this helps out a lot. And we're gonna end up putting 2 clamps in the middle, but first we're gonna wipe our glue because there is a lot. So this is what our top looks like. We're gonna put this aside now and get started on the legs. So for the legs, you're gonna grab another 2x4, and we're gonna cut 4 pieces that are 17 inches long with a 22.5-degree angle in them. So it's gonna look like this. You're gonna need 4 of them, and like I said, from the tip here down here is 17 inches. So now you're just gonna go ahead and copy that cut 4 more times. So now we're gonna take these over to the table saw, and we're gonna cut 1/4 inch off each side. So then these are 3 inches thick, and that also is gonna take off this rounded edge here because we don't want that rounded edge look. 4 of those done, 3 inches wide now, no rounded edges. Now, from our original 3 2x4s we cut, we got these 16-inch piece cutoffs. So we're gonna grab 2 of them for now, and we're gonna take these over to the miter saw and cut them at 12 inches. All right, now that we've got our 12-inch pieces, we're gonna take both of these over to the table saw, and we're gonna cut them at a 22.5-degree angle lengthways. Set the table saw blade at 22.5 degrees. You're just gonna wanna take off as little material as possible, but still making sure when you make that cut, you don't leave any of that rounded edge over. I'll show you how these are gonna fit into the legs. Now, again, you've got one rounded side. That's fine because you're never gonna see this. It'll be on the bottom underneath a shelf. So, we're gonna put this one down, just like this. We're gonna line up so the angles are all facing the same way, and then we're gonna bring our legs down just a few inches, and then once you clamp and glue those together, this is what you will end up with on both sides. So this will be at a 90-degree angle because we've cut everything at a 22.5, and then you'll have that flush piece right there at that 22.5 all the way up the legs. So how we're gonna actually put these together is, first things first, we're gonna flip 2 of our legs down, and we're gonna measure from this bottom point up 3 inches and make a mark. Now we're gonna flip these back up. We're gonna take our piece, so our 22.5-degree angle can lay flat on the table, and then we're gonna match that point right to the tip of that piece there. Then we're gonna do on this side as well. Once it's lined up there, then you can put some glue on there and then glue it and screw it into place. All right, so we just went ahead and we clamped it for now, and then a little bit later, when the glue is a little bit more solidified, we'll go ahead and screw it in. But for now, wipe your glue, and that's what it's gonna look like. And do that with the other legs as well. So you can do dowels here if you want. We're not gonna. And now go ahead with the countersink. Countersink. Screw it in. Now do that on the other side and the other set of legs. All right, our legs are good. Still need to be sanded and stained, obviously. Now we are going to work on the bottom shelf. So we need 2 of our 1x4s. And what we're gonna do on the first one is cut 3 pieces out that are 28 inches long. And then on the other one, we're gonna cut another piece that's 28 inches long. That's all we're gonna need for the bottom shelf. Once we get those cut out, we are gonna go ahead and rip them down to 3 inches wide. So if you want to do that before, you can. From our 2 1x4s, what we got were 4 pieces that are 28 inches long, 3 inches wide, and 3/4 inches thick. So these are gonna be the bottom of our coffee table. Obviously, these legs will be spread out, but once these are all together, look at that. Perfect. So before we actually assemble these, we're gonna sand these down and then we're gonna stain them a dark walnut or something like a dark walnut before we actually assemble, because it's gonna make this whole thing way easier. And then with these legs, we're gonna sand these and we're gonna paint these white. Well, I spilled the paint all over myself. It fell, and shoes, pants, hoodie. That's tough. And even the bottom of the table. Awesome. So now that we've got the legs painted and we've got those slats stained, we're gonna go ahead and work on our big top. Now, our top has been drying overnight. We just decided to let it glue overnight. So now what we're gonna do is sand it a little bit, start at 60 grit, and we're just gonna sand the whole thing down, give it one nice sand at 60. Then we're gonna go ahead and straighten up those edges on both sides. So what we're doing here is we're just putting a straight edge, and then we're just taking off as little of the material as we can and still keeping that edge straight, and we're just gonna do that on both sides. And then we're gonna go ahead, sand again at 60, make sure everything's flat. Then we'll make our way up to 120, 220, 320. Then we're gonna go ahead, stain the top. We're using that same honey walnut that we used for the bottom. That will be in the link in the description below. Then we're gonna go ahead and do those whole sides. Thank you to John for sanding and staining this. It looks amazing. And now, let's get to putting it together. All right, guys, time for the fun part. We've got our 4 bottom slats here, our 2 legs. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take one of them and one of the legs, and we're just gonna clamp it to the edge there. Now, this one doesn't need to be perfect, and we're not gonna do glue or anything yet. We're just doing this so we can have this whole piece be standing upright before we actually glue the other ones. Now we'll clamp the other side, just like that. And you see we didn't paint this because we want it to be open, so we can go ahead and put some glue on it. And then spread that in a little bit, and then I'll do that on the other side as well. All right, so I'm just gonna line this one up. Don't worry about the other side quite yet. Line it up so it's just touching the very top of that angle there. And now let's pop 2 brads in it. And now I'm gonna line this other one up as well. And 2 there. Now do that with the other 2 that are left over, and then once these are all brad nailed in, then we can unclamp this one and do the same. All right, this is your table base. This thing looks great. Now we're gonna put this aside, grab our top, and put the top side face down. So to get this base attached to the tabletop, it's pretty simple. Because from here to here is 15 inches, and our table is 18 inches. Which means to center this up, we want this to come in 1.5 inches on each side. which is perfect because all of our pieces here are 1.5 inches thick. So when we put this on, all we need to do is come in 1.5 inches, which is there. You can see you've got 1.5 inches left on this side and 1.5 inches left on this side. Now lengthwise, it's gonna be pretty easy to center this as well. So I'm gonna measure from the far point on this side of the top leg to the far point on this side, and that's 18 inches. Now we're gonna put this down and measure our table base. It is 39.5 inches long. So now, to get the measurement we need, we're gonna take 39.5 minus 18, which is 21.5. Then we're gonna split that in half, which is 10.75. What we need to do is come in from each corner 10 3/4 of an inch and make a mark right on that 1.5 inch line that comes in. And then you line up this outside corner of each of your 4 legs to that mark right there. This is what it looks like when it's perfectly centered on the table. So now I'm just gonna go ahead on each of these legs and I'm gonna draw just a little line here so we can follow once we take this off and put the glue on. So I'm just doing that for all 4 of the legs, and then we're gonna put some glue on, get the thing glued down, and then we're gonna put 1 screw in it just for a little bit extra support. So now we're just gonna put a little bit of a pre-drill here and then angle it, go down. Then take our 2-inch screw, you can use a 2.5-inch screw if you want, and then just sink that in. Perfect. Now you just gotta go ahead and do that for all 4 of the table legs. Oh yeah, that looks awesome. There it is, guys. Farmhouse style, modern-ish style coffee table. It is complete. I am quite impressed with it. I love it. I think it looks amazing. I love this farmhouse coffee table style. And this thing is sturdy. Those screws and glue underneath there, I mean, we just barely screwed and glued those, and this thing is sturdy. So yeah, this is going in our apartment because we need a new coffee table. But I have sold coffee tables very similar to this for the $150 to $175 range. But because it is a farmhouse style and it's very nicely done, and it took us about 4 or 5 hours to build completely, this would be something that I would post for $200. And if I don't get that in like a week, I'd bump it down to $175, but I don't think I'd have any problem at all getting $175 for this. That's gonna do it, guys. Like I said, this is a $22 project. You could sell for upwards of $200. Took us 2 1x4s and 4 2x4s. Sorry we messed that up in the intro. It also cost me 1 hoodie and 1 pair of pants, but that's the price of doing what we love. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Guys, if you enjoyed that build, check out this bench we made, which is quite similar, but it's still a little bit different. And if you don't want to see that, look at 100 projects we've made.